The Stories of Gemma and Friends.
The Tale of Glowing Bunny Creations. Once upon a time, in a cozy laboratory nestled between carrot fields and daffodil meadows, Dr. Benjamin Hopper was on the brink of a groundbreaking discovery. Dr. Benjamin Hopper was renowned for his groundbreaking work in genetic modification. He had already created glow-in-the-dark goldfish and self-limiting mosquitoes. But his latest experiment was his most audacious yet: the genetically modified bunny pet. Dr. Hopper's dream: to create the ultimate pet. A creature that would hop like a bunny, converse like a philosopher, and have the irresistible cuteness of social media influencers. His colleagues called him mad, but Dr. Hopper simply adjusted his oversized glasses and muttered, "Madness is just genius with extra fluff." The GM bun was not a hybrid, but rather a bunny whose genes had been artfully spliced with human DNA. Dr. Hopper envisioned a pet that could hop like a bunny, talk like a human, and give warm, fuzzy hugs. He toiled away in his secret underground lab, surrounded by test tubes, microscopes, and motivational posters featuring adorable bunnies with captions like, "Hop to it," and "Carrot Dreams." One fateful morning, after a particularly intense bunny yoga session, yes, it's a thing, Dr. Hopper had an epiphany. He scribbled equations on the lab walls, rearranged bunny pellets into DNA models, and danced a little jig. His assistant, a rabbit named Gray, Dr. Hopper chuckled. "Fear not, Gray. We're aiming for something in between, a mix of rabbit and human. Imagine a creature that nibbles on carrots while discussing quantum physics." And so, the experiment began. Dr. Hopper extracted bunny genes and human genes, twirling them together like a DNA-infused cotton candy. The lab echoed with the hum of centrifuges and the occasional thump as Dr. Hopper tried to type on the keyboard. Days turned into weeks. Dr. Hopper fed Gray a balanced diet of carrot juice and Shakespearean sonnets. Dr. Hopper, now wearing tiny reading glasses, proofread the genetic code. One sunny afternoon, Gray emerges from the incubator as the first genetically modified rabbit. It blinked its bunny eyes, adjusted its bow tie, and said, "Doctor, could you pass the carrot sticks? I'm feeling a bit hungry." Dr. Hopper's heart swelled with pride. "Welcome, Gray," he declared. "Half bunny, half philosopher, and entirely adorable." Gray walked around the lab, reciting Socrates and Shakespeare sonnets, nibbling on organic kale. He had the body of a bunny, the intellect of a scholar, and the temperament of a reality TV star. Word spread about Gray. Celebrities invited him to tea parties, and philosophers debated whether his existence proved the interconnectedness of all beings. Meanwhile, Dr. Hopper became his personal life coach, teaching him the art of bunny mindfulness. As Gray gazed at the moon one night, he sighed. "Dr. Hopper," he said, "I've realized something profound. Maybe being a genetic modified organism isn't about genes, it's about embracing both our bunny and human sides." Word of Gray's existence spread. The mayor of Genevale visited the laboratory, accompanied by counselors who love cats. "What's the purpose of this GM bunny pet?" the mayor asked. Genevale, a fictional town created for this scientist story. A fusion of gene, referring to genetic modification, and vale, a peaceful valley. Dr. Hopper straightened her lab coat and said, "Imagine a world where pets could hold conversations. A world where bunnies could discuss philosophy while nibbling on organic carrot." The cat lover counselors exchanged glances. "We prefer cats chasing laser pointers," one of them said. Undeterred, Dr. Hopper continued his experiments. He taught Gray to read, write, and compose haikus about dandelions. He even enrolled him in a local school, where he aced bunny history and acrobatics. But then disaster struck. A rival scientist, Dr. Fuzzy Whiskers, kidnapped Gray. Dr. Fuzzy Whiskers was notorious for his experiments involving catnip and yarn. He demanded the secret of Gray's genetically binding to humans. Dr. Hopper raced to Dr. Fuzzy Whiskers' lair, where he found Gray tied to a giant carrot. "Release him!" he shouted. Dr. Fuzzy Whiskers cackled. "Never. With Gray's genes, I'll create an army of super smart bunnies. We'll take over the world." Dr. Hopper transformed into a magician who was throwing knives, while Dr. Fuzzy Whiskers became trapped. In a daring rescue, Dr. Hopper freed Gray. They ran back to Genevale, where the townspeople cheered. Gray became a local hero, and Dr. Hopper received the Nobel Prize in Bunnyology. Dr. Hopper created more genetically modified bunny pets and founded the town of Fluffington for pets. This genetically modified bunny pet had another secret: they could glow at night. And that, my dear reader, is the tale of how science, fluff, and a dash of absurdity collided to create the world's most extraordinary pet. No bunnies were harmed in the making of this story. Gray is purely fictional, but his fluffiness lives on in our hearts.
Give it a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.